Okay, so critical reasoning, I would say it's nothing but let's say a small form or a mini form of RC. So all of you know what is RC, reading comprehension? You have a long passage and then you have a number of questions and then you attempt them, right? So critical reasoning is slightly different. Here you have a single passage, a small passage or a small paragraph, and then you have one question or maximum two. That's very rare, but two maximum. One or two questions which you have to answer. The only difference is with critical reasoning, I mean, with RC, you can have direct questions, you can have inferential questions. Critical reasoning, you don't have direct questions, right? So you have to see the argument, you have to understand the argument. What are the basic points? What is the conclusion, right? You have to understand the argument and then answer it from that point of view, right? So that is the difference between critical reasoning. So let's understand the structure of the argument. So what happens is there are a few there is a paragraph given to you in which we identify what are my statements or premises. So what are statements? Sorry, was someone trying to say something? No. Okay, let's resume. Okay, so what I was saying was there is a paragraph. You have to identify what are the statements. What are my statements? Statements are basically facts, or statements are those sentences which are there to construct your argument, or let's say statements which lead to some conclusion, right? So they are statements or premises. What is my conclusion? Conclusion is basically something, the final say in your argument, or let's say something you have derived from statements or premises. Now the question, the ones who attended earlier, what is assumption? What is assumption in critical reasoning?
Like an underlying fact sort of a thing which is automatically assumed in the paragraph.
Yeah, that's right. So an assumption is something which is not given to you in a particular argument, but assumption is something which has been assumed before presenting the argument. So something like, let's say, okay, so let's say, I mean, I'll take an example which is valid currently. Let's say if you step out on the roads after 9 p.m., you'll be fined, right? Let's say there is no ruling as there is no such ruling as of now, but let's say we get a ruling like this on one day, we get a ruling like this Sunday, right? So the government comes out with it. What do you think is the government's assumption behind this?
To prevent people from going out.
Yeah, so the government's assumption behind this is, if we implement this law, right, if we tell people that you will be fined, people might follow the rules, right? So that is the assumption. So this is something which was not given in my argument, but this is something which is very important for my argument, right? And if I negate this particular assumption, or for a moment I just take this assumption away, my argument doesn't stand. So this is what an assumption is. I'll do the questions as well in a while, you'll understand more. Okay, so we have assumption questions. So you'll be given options, you select one. You have conclusion questions. So what are conclusion questions? Conclusion is something basically you can derive from the argument given to you. Okay. Okay, so I discussed this in my last class. What is the difference between conclusion and inference? Can anyone tell me?
Inference is like it may be drawn out of the given paragraph, but it's not sure. But conclusion is like it's
Yeah,
there for sure.
Probably a part, I guess, but conclusion derives the entire thing. I mean,
Yeah. Domson and Bhavya, you are right. So basically, conclusion is something which you can directly derive from your argument. It's given conclusion, okay, this is a conclusion because it's true as per the argument. And inference is something which is inferred, which is not directly given, but you can infer, you can like safely say that, okay, this can be possible as per the uh, argument given to me. Just one thing, inference is always done with the help of options given to me, right? You just select the best one. So this is one rule of critical reasoning. Whenever you do critical reasoning, please do your questions with the help of options only. Okay. So conclusion, assumption, inference. Now, strengthening the argument. Okay, what does this diagram show? What do I mean by strengthening the argument?
That assumption should be like the conclusion.
Like assumptions are followed through some statements or some facts that lead us to a proper conclusion.
So I'll tell you what. So what are assumptions is, strengthening the assumptions are something which are assumed. And when I say strengthening the statement, I mean, see, it's an external statement which provides support to your argument. So in this particular diagram, do you see there is an external pillar I have? Do you see?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is exactly what strengthening is. It is an external statement which is providing support to my argument. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so next is weakening. What does this show by weakening the argument?
That the statement goes against the context, whatever is given.
Okay, what else?
not against, probably it's not inferring the right thing, which should be. I mean, it's not.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. जैसे सी अभी स्ट्रेंथनिंग किया था ना, स्ट्रेंथनिंग में भी एक एक्सटर्नल स्टेटमेंट था, वीकनिंग भी एक स्ट्रेंथनिंग में एक्सटर्नल स्टेटमेंट था जो आपके आर्गुमेंट को सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड कर रहा था. ठीक है, वीकनिंग में क्या होता है, वीकनिंग में भी एक एक्सटर्नल स्टेटमेंट होती है जो आपके आर्गुमेंट को इनवैलिड कर रही होती है, राइट? सो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम वीकनिंग में क्या होता है, जो आपका अजम्पशन होता है ना, उसको हिट करके हम अपने आर्गुमेंट को वीक कर देते हैं. ठीक है, सो दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन स्ट्रेंथनिंग एंड वीकनिंग. ओके, सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस आई वुड ऑल्सो टेल यू वन थिंग. इसके अलावा भी आपको बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. आई मीन आई पुट देम इन मिसलेनियस, मतलब बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू माइट हैव क्वेश्चंस लाइक समथिंग लाइक, लेट्स से ओके, आपको एक डायलॉग टाइप का गिवन है कि मतलब दो लोग बात कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, दो लोग ने कुछ कुछ बोला हुआ है, तो उसके बाद आपसे ये पूछ लिया व्हाट इज द टॉपिक ऑफ डिस्कशन, राइट? सो आपको उसको ध्यान से पढ़ के ऑप्शंस देख के आपको उसको आंसर करना है. कभी कभी आपके को क्वेश्चंस गिवन होते हैं, रिजॉल्व द पैराडॉक्स. व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय रिजॉल्व द पैराडॉक्स? व्हाट इज अ पैराडॉक्स?
Paradox is like a contradictory statement, like a contradiction.
Yes, it's a contradiction. It's a contradictory
Conflict.
statement. It's a conflict kind of a statement, or let's say two opposing statements, right? So resolve करने का मतलब क्या हुआ कि मुझे ये बताना है कि ये paradox क्यों है, या किस क्या there is a statement जो इस paradox को explain कर रहा है, right? At times you are given which of the following statement corroborates the argument. What do we mean by the word corroborate? Any idea? So corroborate means providing supporting evidence. Okay, so corroborate means to support with evidence, right? So basically अगर मुझे given है कि which of the following corroborates the argument, तो मुझे वो ऑप्शन पिक करना है जो मेरे उस आर्गुमेंट को स्ट्रेंथन कर रहा है. ठीक है, फिर आपको एक क्वेश्चन आता है corollary. Any idea what does corollary mean? COROLLARY. So at times you get a question, which of the following is a logical corollary? It means a logical extension, a statement which is in line with the argument given to you. Right. So these are let's say basic kind of critical reasoning questions. उसके अलावा तो देखो हमें ये पता है कि हमें आर्ग्यूमेंट में अपना प्रेमाइसेस ढूंढना है, आर्ग्यूमेंट में हमें क्या क्या ढूंढना है. ठीक है, अगर हमें ये चीज पता है, ठीक है, तो उसके बाद तो हमें कोई भी क्वेश्चन आ जाए, देखो क्योंकि वी कैन नॉट बी वेरी श्योर कि यही क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. क्वेश्चंस थोड़े डिफरेंट टाइप के भी आ सकते हैं. राइट. सो इन दैट केस डोंट रियली वरी अबाउट इट. ठीक है, एक बार आप करना शुरू करोगे क्वेश्चंस, सो यू विल बी गुड. ओके, सो लेट मी शेयर अ फ्यू क्वेश्चंस with you for today. I'm not repeating the questions we did earlier because some of you are attending this class for the second time. Just let me know once you see my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So how we'll go about the class is, I'm going to show you a question. You read it, you look at all the options, right? Take 3-4 minutes per question and then we discuss it. So question number 1. So the process should be, find out the question. You should read the question first, then read the argument and then answers. Okay, so the question is, which of the following can be used by Fiona to further establish that Linda need not be correct in her reasoning? Okay, please read now.
Could it be E or maybe C or E?
Okay, great. Others, let everyone give their answers, then we'll discuss. Voice cracked, whoever was trying to speak.
It's E, I guess.
Okay, Ayushi and Ishita, C or E. Okay.
Ritik, A.
I think A or B.
Okay.
B.
A most likely.
A, B, C, and E. So, abhi tak there are no takers for D. So, can we leave D?
No, ma'am. I think it's D also.
Okay, so someone said E. In fact, two people said E. Why do you think E is the answer?
Ma'am, because it's trying to contradict what Linda,
Oh,
like when she was supporting the nurses, the E statement is trying to contradict that statement by saying that the nurses couldn't have been any more hygienic than the doctors.
Okay, so let's go back to our question, which is which of the following can be used by Fiona to further establish that Linda need not be correct in her reasoning? Okay, so let's see. These people are talking about, Linda is talking about probably deliveries in hospitals and deliveries at home. So she's saying that, okay, so she's trying to say hygienic conditions are better today, right? That's what she's saying. And she has nowhere mentioned anything else. It was found that doctors had a poor sense of hygiene. But today things have improved. That's what Linda is saying. So according to Linda, things have improved. But Fiona says maybe not. Because doctors, they barely wash their hands. Okay. So he says nurses are not any better than doctors in adhering to strict cleansing schedules, especially when busy. How does this strengthen?
Ma'am, it's not valid for the last statement, but I think the midwife statement it contradicts. So that's why I thought that it could be E, but I don't think it supports the last statement.
So the issue is, can be used by Fiona to further establish that Linda is wrong. So basically, this is just another statement about nurses are not any better, especially when busy. Right. So here we are talking about doctors and midwives. Right.
Right.
So I think I have a better answer. Someone said C. आई थिंक सी तो आंसर हो ही नहीं सकता क्योंकि तो डायरेक्टली फियोना के पॉइंट को
रिलेट नहीं करता हूँ,
है ना, पूरा पूरा ये तो वीकन कर रहा है, तो सी तो नहीं हो सकता. अब मेरे पास बचे ए और बी. बी कहता है इट इज रिपोर्टेड एट 50,000 पीपल. अच्छा बताओ, बी आंसर नहीं है, बी में इशू क्या है?
मैम
हॉस्पिटल के
Stating
बारे
a
में कह
fact.
रहे हैं वो, और डॉक्टर और
सी जो बी है ना, वो एक ऐसी स्टेटमेंट को बता रहा है 50,000 पीपल. अब 50,000 कैन बी हाई, 50,000 कैन बी लो. यहाँ पे मेरे पास पूरी स्टैटिस्टिक्स ही नहीं है, सिर्फ एक फिगर है. इसका बताओ क्या करें, है ना? So my answer is A. A nationwide survey found that doctors, especially experienced ones, are more prone to the belief that they could not possibly be carrying pathogens. Right. So basically ये फियोना की जो स्टेटमेंट है उसको पूरी तरह सपोर्ट कर रहा है. लुक एट इट इन दिस वे कि फियोना की जो स्टेटमेंट है मुझे ऐसी स्टेटमेंट चाहिए जो उसको सपोर्ट कर रहा है. सो द आंसर, द बेस्ट आंसर है वुड बी ए. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू गॉट ए एज द आंसर?
I did.
Bhavya did.
मैम ऋतिक.
Ritik also did. Yeah, I remember.
मैम ऐसे भी तो देख सकते
I
हैं.
also said it.
Okay, you also said it.
मैम मैं बोल रहा था ना, जैसे फियोना के इसमें है कि so overworked that the number of doctors. तो यहाँ पे overworked भी तो मैम ये experienced one के ही equal हुआ, especially the experienced one option A में, दोनों को तो equal ही लेंगे ना?
क्या? सॉरी आपकी वॉइस क्रैक कर रही है।
मैं टाइप कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ, आप टाइप करें। Okay, so overworked and experienced one, both are same. Okay, so you mean to ask, okay. So one thing is, no, overworked and experienced are not the same things. Let me just do a slideshow. See, one thing is, these two are not the same thing. I'll tell you why. And it's written, yeah, in A option, it's written, but doctors today are so overworked. Overworked can be anyone, right? Overworked can be anyone. And when I say a nationwide survey found that doctors, especially experienced ones, this is just something additional provided to you. Okay, overworked or experienced, same cheez nahi hai. Both are different, but serving the same purpose. Okay. Next question. Just look at this. 3 minutes to do this.
Ma'am, D.
Yeah, even I think it's D.
Okay.
D.
We have an answer in the chat box. Let me see. Ritik, Sahita, both say D.
Ma'am, it's
Another.
D, I guess. D.
Okay. Vinayak, Srishti. Oh, all of you say D. Okay, so जब सभी लोग D बोल रहे हैं तो आंसर फिर D ही होगा. Can you please explain why is it the answer?
Ma'am, because as it is, he's stating in the statement that
the two situations that Alan perceives are as similar are not, because he's saying that education and terrorism and education, he's saying that people who are well educated, they are not likely to become terrorists, but that's not true, obviously.
Yeah. So yeah, that's true. What happens is what Alan does
वो भी
is
later.
Alan starts talking about criminals convicted of theft and suddenly he relates it to terrorism. So while we are reading Alan's statement, उसी वक्त realize हो जाता है ना कि ये तो दो बहुत अलग-अलग चीजों की बात नहीं कर रहा. So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
Alan does is he tells him about this particular thing that see, terrorists जो होते हैं वो educated ज़्यादा होते हैं. राइट बट जो थेफ्ट वगैरह होते हैं वो पर्सनल गेन के लिए किए जाते हैं, तो वो बेसिकली उसको ये बताता है कि देखो दोनों चीजें अलग है. सो दैट्स व्हाट इट डज. ही सेज दे आर डिफरेंट. Okay, so I think we have to some chart here. Let me just see. Yeah. So the answer is D. Domson शायद आपको E लग रहा है?
हाँ मैम.
देखो E पता है क्यों नहीं होगा? While Alan arrives at a conclusion by drawing an analogy, डायलन सेम कंक्लूजन में तो अराइव कर ही नहीं
अच्छा
रहा.
अच्छा अच्छा हाँ 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 ओके
राइट. हाँ, यहाँ पे पूरा स्टेटमेंट पढ़ो. आपने शायद लास्ट की स्टेटमेंट ठीक से नहीं पढ़ी. नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है, अभी क्लियर है?
हाँ हाँ क्लियर है.
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये देखो. व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ द सेंटेंस इन बोल्ड फेस? Okay, so we have some answers in the chat box. Okay, so this is a mixed one. We have C, D, and B. We have E. Any other answers? Okay, we have an E again. Okay, so let's read the argument and then let's come to the answer, which is what is the role of the sentences in boldface? Okay, so I can see sentences in boldface. Let me read. Studies have established that the children who watch 2 more hours of TV on an average daily basis during the first 15 years of their life were 50% more likely to be arrested for property crimes in the country. Okay, so this is what the research says, that early phase में जो life जो ज़्यादा देखते हैं, 2 घंटा ज़्यादा TV देखते हैं, okay, वो 50% more likely होते हैं property crimes के लिए. Researchers believe that these studies clearly establish that violence in movies and TV contribute to aggressive behavior in life. Okay, so this is what the researchers are saying. On the other hand, there is no clear evidence that the program that the kids watched on TV were violent in the first place. So what this is saying is it's providing an alternative explanation. Like ये ऐसा तो नहीं है जो आप बोल रहे हो वो गलत है. But ठीक है, जो बाकी भी हमारा पैराग्राफ है उसे भी पढ़ लेते हैं. We can't leave that. Even if we were to accept that TV watching contributed to the increased crime rate, it need not have been because of the nature of the programs. Perhaps children who watched programs such as Adams and Samson, a funny sitcom about 2 blundering cops, began perceiving all cops as incompetent. Okay, so forget about boldface for once. Let's talk about this argument. So the first sentence talks about that this particular study talks about children watching more TV. They are more likely to commit crimes, right? But the statement in the end says, even if we accept this, that they watch more TV, जरूरी नहीं है कि बच्चे crime ही देखते हैं, right? So basically author एक alternative explanation दे रहा है और study कहती है कि watching TV is related to crime. अब पढ़ते हैं boldface वाली statement. Researchers believe that these studies clearly establish violence. Okay, so ये तो interpretation है. और second है alternative explanation. So the first established a theory that the author lately clearly नहीं, first theory थोड़ी है ना? First is not a theory. It is an interpretation of what is given in the research. Someone said, see, the first is an opinion expressed by someone other than the author and which the author is completely in disagreement with, while the second provides reason for the... No, it's not really providing an opinion expressed. It is an interpretation based on data given in first line. D says, the first is a fact supporting the researcher's conclusion. No, it's not supporting the researcher's conclusion. E, the first is a clearly proven opinion even if the author disagrees with it, while the second is an ambiguous opinion. No, there is no point of clearly proven opinion. Opinion to ye hai hi nahi, ye to interpretation hai. So the answer would be B. We have another answer in chat box. Yeah, B. Some of you said B. The answer is B, guys, because the first is an interpretation made by researchers, right? Interpretation made by researchers based on the study given in first sentence. And second one, it provides an alternative explanation, right? So this is what the author is providing, an alternative explanation. So the answer is B. Any doubts with this question?
Ma'am, how is the second sentence an alternative explanation? He's just giving, I mean, how is it an explanation? I don't understand.
Explanation in the sense, see, this is an interpretation which researchers are saying that these studies clearly establish, right? So clearly establish कैसे किया? क्योंकि ये तो अभी तक establish हुआ ही नहीं कि violence, people see violence, that's children see violence, ठीक है? Second, there is no clear evidence that the programs they watch is our wallet in the first place. तो जो वो डेटा है, राइट, जो वो डेटा है कि बच्चे बहुत ज्यादा टीवी देखते हैं, ये उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन है ऑल्टरनेटिव. जरूरी नहीं है कि वो क्राइम में ही इन्वॉल्व हो सकता है वो कुछ और ही देख रहे हो. ठीक है,
Okay.
ठीक है, ओके. Shall we move on to the next question? Okay, so I take that as a yes. Okay. Look at this. Please read the question properly. Cast doubt on the author's argument except वाला आपको statement ढूंढना है. Okay, so we have some answers in the chat box. B, D. Others also please answer, then we'll discuss. Okay, guys, so what do you think is the answer? Another answer in the chat box. Let me see whose answer is it. Bhavya says D.
D.
Okay. Okay, so I think this is slightly confusing. Let's just read. Each of the following, if true, casts doubt on author's argument about artistic success for actors, except राइट. सो बेसिकली मुझे ये देखना है कि यस इसमें से 4 स्टेटमेंट्स तो नेगेट कर रही हैं या क्वेश्चन कर रही हैं आर्गुमेंट को, बस एक नहीं कर पा रही. कौन सी? लेट्स सी. Artistic success as an actor is directly dependent on how well an actor has developed his craft. Okay. So there is a relationship wherein success is dependent on developing his craft. This has been demonstrated by the discovery of a positive relationship between number of classes taken by an actor and the number of professional productions in which the actor has appeared. So this is talking about number of classes, right? And number of productions. So basically this is in the past 2 years. This is talking about quantity. Okay, so first, the figures for the number of classes taken were solely based on information provided by actors. Does it weaken? Any comments about A? Does it weaken the argument in any way? I don't really think so, but let's see. Success of an actor cannot necessarily be judged exclusively by recent credits. ये तो directly weaken कर रहा है ना? Right? जब आप I mean you cannot judge by recent credits, so you cannot take the statement to be true. For most actors, it's not the quantity but quality. ये भी weaken कर रहा है. क्योंकि हम तो quantity की बात कर रहे हैं. There is no relationship between number of productions and classes and true artistic success. ये इसने साफ कह दिया external statement में है ही नहीं. तो ये भी doubt raise कर रहा है. Most successful actors have taken only a small number of intensive classes. ये बहुत ही मतलब strongly negate कर रहा है. तो आंसर क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ आंसर?
बी.
ए. क्योंकि ए ही तो नेगेट नहीं कर रहा. राइट. आपको इसमें ढूंढना था कि कौन सी स्टेटमेंट उसको नेगेट नहीं कर रही है. ठीक है. आपको ये देखना था कि कौन सा नेगेट नहीं कर रहा है. आपको ये नहीं बताना था कौन सा नेगेट कर रहा है. राइट. ए नहीं कर रहा है बिकॉज फिगर्स किसने रिपोर्ट किया, मुझे उससे नेगेट कैसे हुआ, और वो भी सिर्फ एक ही चीज के बारे में बात हुई है. Right, so the answer is A. I think some of you were right. Saurav, Vinayak, some of you were right when in your answers. Okay, fair enough. So here you were supposed to read the question properly. Can I move on to the next?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next. Okay, so we have some answers in the chat box. So all of you say C. What about others?
Ma'am, C.
C, okay. Anyone else? I mean, anyone who differs in opinion? Okay, we have a D, we have an A. Okay, so please start explaining your option choices. Okay, so let's read the argument first. In 2009, there was a sharp increase in the number of people who were reported to have died in the country during the first week of the year, compared with the first week of the previous 10 years. There's यहाँ पे सबसे important word है reported. There seems to be no reason to explain the disproportionately high number of deaths, especially because the reports were widespread in the country and there was no epidemic spreading throughout the country at that point in time. Moreover, most of the deaths were not among the young and could not even be attributed to binge drinking in celebration of the new year. So basically यहाँ पर ये बोला है कि 2009 में फर्स्ट वीक में नंबर ऑफ रिपोर्टेड डेथ्स बढ़ गया. ठीक है, नंबर ऑफ रिपोर्टेड डेथ्स माइंडेड, ये कहीं नहीं कहा है कि डेथ्स बढ़ गई. और ये भी बोला है कि पिछले 10 साल में बढ़ गया और कोई रीजन नजर नहीं आ रहा. ऐसा भी नहीं है कि एक्सेसिव ड्रिंकिंग से लोग मर गए, राइट? सो अब ये जो डिस्क्रिपेंसी है ना कि लोग इतने ज्यादा रिपोर्ट भी हुए हैं बट कोई रीजन भी नहीं है, कोई एपिडेमिक भी नहीं है, देयर इज नो काइंड ऑफ कोरोना एज वेल, राइट? तो ये बताना है कि रीजन क्या हो सकता है. ओके, सो मेनी ऑफ यू से सी. The statistic is an anomaly that has no logical explanation. Are you sure? Are you sure this can be the answer? I mean, it seems to be a very easy answer. ये जो आपका आंसर है, it seems to be an anomaly. But क्या आपको लगता है ये आंसर होगा? Tell me. Because I see a problem with C, which is the statistic is an anomaly that has no logical explanation. मतलब आपको पूरी रिपोर्ट दे दी और उसके बाद बोल रहे हैं कि भैया डिस्क्रिपेंसी को एक्सप्लेन करो, आपने सीधा बोल दिया कि ये गलत है. It is as good as saying this is wrong, which has no logical explanation. Right, so let's put C on hold. रुकते हैं. बाकी आपके क्या क्या आंसर्स थे apart from C? Let me just see in the chat box. Okay, so someone said D and A. D और A भी थे answers. D देख लेते हैं एक बार. D says the price of some cancer drugs and chemotherapy increased. या एक बात बताओ, कैंसर कहाँ से आया?
Seriously.
है ना? और हम तो रिपोर्टेड डेथ्स की बात करें. मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में ही बोला था रिपोर्टेड यहाँ सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड है. कैंसर और कीमो कहाँ से आई मुझे समझ में नहीं आया.
Earthquake वाला.
An earthquake is one of the cities during December made hospital care availability more difficult for regular illnesses.
No.
How do you explain this?
No, I don't think so. Because I thought because in an earthquake you cannot always be sure about the number of deaths. So, but नहीं, suit नहीं कर रहा.
है ना? और शार्प इंक्रीज और साफ लिखा हुआ है कि ऐसा कुछ एक्सप्लेनेशन मिल नहीं रहा है. ऑप्शन ए देखो ध्यान से. आई मीन बी तो सबसे ज्यादा स्टूपिड ऑप्शन है, वो तो कोई देखेगा भी नहीं.
मैम ए में ये हो रहा है ना इधर पैराग्राफ में ही रिपोर्टेड है, यानी कि एक्चुअल डेथ हुआ ही नहीं है, वो तो सिर्फ
हाँ
टैक्स के लिए लोग बचने के लिए अपना डेथ कर ले रहे हैं ये।
एग्जैक्टली सी ए देख के आपको बड़ा ही ना ट्रांजैक्शनल सा इनह्यूमन सा ऑप्शन लगेगा, आपको एक ये लगेगा ऐसा कौन करता है, ए देख के ये नहीं लगेगा क्या?
है मैम,
आंसर यही है।
क्वेश्चन में भी तो रिपोर्टेड है, एक्चुअल
हाँ
एक्चुअल डेथ का तो बात ही
एग्जैक्टली
नहीं है क्वेश्चन में।
मैंने आपको बार बार बोला रिपोर्टेड रिपोर्टेड, मैं इसीलिए बोल रही थी क्योंकि पता है क्या रिपोर्ट हुए हैं एकदम से, एग्जैक्टली हुए हैं ना नहीं हुए मुझे नहीं पता। अब आप ये देखो सीधा जनवरी में फर्स्ट वीक में बढ़े, उसका रीजन यही तो है क्योंकि 2000 मतलब दिसंबर में बोला 8 में बोला कि 9 से वैलिड है, तो प्रोबेबली इसीलिए लोगों ने रिपोर्ट करना शुरू कर दिया। इट माइट साउंड इनह्यूमन इलॉजिकल और एन ऑप्शन यू वोंट गो विद, बट देखो आंसर तो यही है। नाउ डज इट मेक सेंस? इनफैक्ट ऋत्विक का एक्सप्लेनेशन पूरा ठीक था।
Ma'am,
है?
can you explain this one again, please? I don't understand the logic.
ओके ओके नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम। सी देखो फर्स्ट सेंटेंस देखो, उसमें गिवन है देयर वाज अ शार्प इंक्रीज इन द नंबर ऑफ पीपल रिपोर्टेड, ठीक है, रिपोर्टेड टू हैव डाइड इन द फर्स्ट वीक। ओके ठीक है, रिपोर्ट किया है फर्स्ट वीक में, और साथ में ये भी गिवन है कि कोई रीजन नजर नहीं आ रहा। तो डिस्क्रिपेंसी ये है कि बहुत सारे रिपोर्ट तो कर दिए बट रीजन नजर नहीं आ रहा, राइट? तो इसका रीजन क्या हो सकता है? इसका रीजन है द गवर्नमेंट अनाउंस्ड कि अगले साल से जो होगा आपका द स्टेट टैक्सेस वुड बी अबॉलिश्ड, अगर कोई मर जाता है तो स्टेट टैक्सेस अबॉलिश कर देंगे। सो लोगों ने 2008 में रिपोर्ट नहीं किया, 9 में रिपोर्ट करना शुरू कर दिया।
Oh, okay.
ओके सो
Yeah.
डिस्क्रिपेंसी एक्सप्लेन हुई। सी नॉर्मली ये बड़ा इनह्यूमन सा साउंड कर रहा है, ऐसा कौन करेगा मतलब, राइट? बट अगर कोई मर ही गया तो रिपोर्ट ही तो करना है, क्या दिक्कत है? ठीक है एक्सप्लेन।
Yeah. Yes.
ओके ग्रेट, क्लियर है ना ये क्वेश्चन? क्योंकि हाँ थोड़ा सा तो देखो ट्रिकी था। ओके नेक्स्ट, ये भी थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी है, ध्यान से पढ़ना। अंडरस्कोर द ऑथर्स आर्ग्यूमेंट एक्सेप्ट, सबसे पहले तो अंडरस्कोर का मीनिंग पता है? क्योंकि अगर अंडरस्कोर का मीनिंग ठीक से नहीं पता हुआ तो ये क्वेश्चन 100% गलत होगा। आपकी ऋतिक आवाज बहुत ब्रेक कर रही है। So what does underscore mean?
To highlight something.
Emphasizing.
हाँ emphasize something, right? अब मीनिंग क्लियर है तो अब क्वेश्चन पढ़ो। ऑल ऑफ द फॉलोइंग emphasize on the author's argument except, कोई एक है जो emphasize नहीं कर रहा है। So now do the question and tell me. Okay, so I see some answers in the chat box. Let me just see. Oh, so all of you say C. Okay, what about others? Okay, all of you say C. Okay, so yes, if all of you say C, let us agree that C is the answer. Can you explain why is C the answer? Anyone?
I think because they're talking about the ambulance service on a voluntary basis and not the performance of the hospital.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right. We are, because in the argument we are talking about hospital services, and here we're talking about ambulance service on a voluntary basis. We're talking about two very different things, right? So it can't help. That's right. So C is the answer. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, look at this one. So there is a paradox. You have to explain the paradox why.
D.
Which one? B or D?
D.
D, Delhi.
Yeah.
Okay. What do others say? Yes. Others also say D. Let's wait for a few more answers. Others, what do you feel? Okay.
Ma'am, D maybe.
D, right?
M D.
Contradict कर रहा हूँ please.
हाँ, so D is the answer. That's right. सबको ही D लग रहा है. तो अब explain कौन करेगा कि D आंसर क्यों है?
Ma'am,
है तो D.
because when the forest was cleared, they must have migrated somewhere else.
Yes. So जो इसमें आपको paradox दिख रहा है ना, ivory poachers in Africa killed so many elephants. During that period, population fell from 35 to 30. New anti-poaching measures were implemented, right? And 800 poachers were arrested. Nevertheless, the population fell to 21,000. So अब मुझे क्या करना है? अब मुझे ना इसमें एक alternate reason देना है for decline in population का, right? So यहाँ पे हमने दे दिया कि their natural habitat was cleared, so probably that's why they died. ठीक है? So that's why D. I think this is pretty straightforward. Look at this. So we have an answer in the chat box. Ayushi says B. Ritik says A. Another answer. Saurabh says D. Okay, so the conclusion drawn in the first sentence depends on which of the following assumptions. So देखो ये तो इसमें clear है कि conclusion मेरा first statement में है, पढ़ लेते हैं. If highways were restricted to cars and only those trucks with capacity of less than 8 tons, most of the truck traffic would be forced to run outside highways. Such a reduction in the amount of truck traffic would reduce the risk of collisions on highways. Okay, so basically मेरे को इसमें ये बताना है कि कौन सा मेरा assumption है. तो बेसिकली मुझे एक ऐसी स्टेटमेंट के बारे में बताना है जिसको हटाने अगर मैं नेगेट करूं तो कोई फर्क पड़ेगा. सो A says the road outside highway should be as convenient as highway for most drivers of trucks. इसके होने ना होने से क्या फर्क पड़ता है मुझे ये बताओ.
मैम पर क्वेश्चन तो बोल रहा है ना कि जो सेंटेंस है वो इनमें से कौन से ऑप्शंस पे डिपेंड करेगा. तो अगर आप बात कर रहे हो हाईवे के साइड में भी रोड बनाने के लिए तो बाकी के ड्राइवर्स भी तो खोजेंगे ना कि लाइक जो जिस क्वालिटी की हाईवे पे रोड है उसी साइड की भी उसी क्वालिटी की साइड वाली रोड्स भी हो.
Were restricted to cars and only those trucks with a capacity of less than 8 tons. Okay, most of the truck traffic should be forced to run outside highways.
But that's not necessary. I mean,
या मतलब मेरे को नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कि ये आंसर कैसे हुआ. कि मतलब जो मेरा जो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट है वो कह रहा है कि हाईवेज कार्स और ट्रक्स के लिए रख लो, ट्रक्स जो कि 8 टन से कम हो. अगर ऐसा हुआ तो ज्यादातर ट्रैफिक हाईवे से बाहर चलेगा. ये मेरा कंक्लूजन है.
मैम कंक्लूजन तो ये होगा ना कि ट्रैफिक कम हो जाएगा एंड द ओनली वे ट्रैफिक कम होगा ताकि हैवी ट्रक्स वो हाईवेज के बाहर चलेंगे. सो दैट्स द assumption इन द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन.
नो क्वेश्चन क्या है? प्लीज रीड द क्वेश्चन वंस अगेन. The conclusion drawn in the first sentence. लिखा ही है क्लियरली कि कंक्लूजन फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में है. फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में जो कंक्लूजन है वो है, हाँ यू वर सेइंग समथिंग, प्लीज टेल मी. आई थिंक यू गॉट इट.
किससे बोल रहा हूँ मैम?
सौरभ शायद आप ही बीच में कुछ बोल रहे थे ना.
मैं यही कह रहा था कि मतलब वो जो कंक्लूजन ड्रॉ किया है वो क्या अज्यूम करके किया है. तो अज्यूम ये किया है ना कि मतलब कि ट्रक्स जो है उसमें बोला है कि 8 टन से नीचे वाली ट्रक्स अलाउड है हैं. लेकिन अगर मैक्सिमम ट्रक्स ही 8 टन के ऊपर 8 टन के नीचे वाली थी तो फिर तो ट्रैफिक रिड्यूस होगा ही नहीं. तो वो कंक्लूजन गलत हो जाएगा.
एग्जैक्टली. सो यहाँ पे अगर आप देखो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट दोबारा देखो. If highways were restricted to cars and only those trucks with capacity of less than 8 tons, most of the truck traffic would be forced to run outside highways. ये जो conclusion है ना, most of the truck traffic would be forced to run outside highways, ये मेरा conclusion है first statement का. समझ में आया? मुझे assumption इसके लिए ढूंढनी है. मुझे assumption second statement के लिए नहीं ढूंढनी है. मुझे assumption most of the truck traffic would be forced to run outside highways के लिए ढूंढनी है. एक कहता है the road outside highways would be as convenient as highway. मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है convenience से? मेरा तो जो conclusion है वो इस बारे में है ना कि ज्यादातर ट्रक्स बाहर चलेंगे. ज्यादातर ट्रक्स बाहर क्यों चलेंगे? क्योंकि ज्यादातर जो अभी हाईवे पे चल रहे हैं उनकी कैपेसिटी 8 टन से ज्यादा है. That is my implicit assumption here. Let's say अगर ये assumption मैं हटा देती हूँ कि most trucks that are currently running on highway have a capacity of more than 8 tons, तो क्या मेरी statement valid रह जाती है? क्या मेरा first sentence में जो conclusion है does it still hold valid? Tell me.
नहीं.
आंसर सी है इसमें. ठीक है. जो आपको assumption ढूंढनी थी ना, most of the truck traffic would be forced to run outside highways, assumption उसकी ढूंढनी थी. समझ में आया? Are you guys clear?
Yes ma'am.
ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे आपके ना क्वेश्चन पढ़ने में थोड़ा सा गैप था. अभी समझ में आया कि क्वेश्चन क्यों गलत हुआ आपका? समझ में आया आप सबको?
Yes ma'am.
ओके ग्रेट. ये थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी है था क्वेश्चन, क्योंकि यहाँ पे वो फर्स्ट सेंटेंस आई थिंक आप सबने छोड़ मिस ही कर दिया होगा. ठीक है. लुक एट द नेक्स्ट वन. Look at this one.
D.
Which one?
D.
D. Okay. What do others say? Okay, we have lot of answers. D, 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 second last. Yes, yes. So if all of you say D, okay, I agree D is the answer. Can you please tell me why?
Because first they discovered it through the file sharing networks and then they liked it, so they purchased the music for themselves.
Yes, it does. So basically वो जो discrepancy है ना कि मतलब फाइल शेयरिंग भी है और फिर CDs भी बिक रहे हैं, तो वो दोनों को कवर कर रहा है कि ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है. So that's right. It's D. Next question.
मैम लास्ट वाले में बी क्यों नहीं हो सकता था? लाइक मैंने तो डी दिया लेकिन बी पे भी लग रहा था
The
कि
few
हाँ
people using file sharing networks already purchased more music than most people. ये बहुत ही let's say इसमें बहुत relative terms नहीं है. More music than most people. कैसे? इसमें CD कहाँ explain हुआ? और फाइल शेयरिंग नेटवर्क्स उन्होंने ऑलरेडी खरीदा है ना. ये
हाँ।
आपका लॉन्ग टर्म में तो इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं होगा.
नहीं.
ये तो स्टैटिक डेटा है ना. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. So what is the answer here? Okay, there are a few answers in the chat box. Okay, so B. Some of you say B. Okay. Okay, so can you explain why is B the answer? Okay, please explain B. Which of the following, if true, would most effectively weaken the parents' argument? What is the parents' argument?
The parents' argument is that attendance is not much important, but here in option B, the degree of interest is a direct result of the amount of time they spend.
Exactly.
So let's say attendance is important.
So basically जो पेरेंट्स कह रहे हैं वो कह रहे हैं कि स्कूल को फोकस करना चाहिए, कि बच्चे को ज्यादा लर्न कराओ, उनकी लर्निंग पे फोकस करो इंस्टेड ऑफ अटेंडेंस. हाँ, तो ये जो स्टेटमेंट है वो कहता है कि भैया वो तो डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड है कि लर्निंग
अटेंड करेंगे तभी तो लर्न करेगा.
एग्जैक्टली. तो वो डायरेक्टली बोल रहा है कि भैया वो तो रिलेटेड है, तो इससे तो पूरा का पूरा आर्गुमेंट आपका वीक हो गया ना पेरेंट्स का. ठीक है, दैट इज एग्जैक्टली द रीजन बी इज द आंसर. इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, So now guys, tell me, some of you, there is a 35 question PDF which has been, 35 RC PDF which has been shared with you.